Alright, and welcome back. I am back for episode 2 of this kind of weird game so far. I hope you enjoyed the first episode, and we'll continue on. We're on chapter 7, Down. Okay, let's keep going. Interesting. What have we got here? Looks like a prison. Oh. Oh. Hello? Go that way, okay. What? Oh. Whoa, wait.
This
what?
prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
That would be
This is something that
preferable.
he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Let's go on down again. Anywhere else? Long way down. And we're back outside. Interesting.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Pretty sky there.
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there was a world. An enormous. Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. We're gonna go with the 2. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? 1. Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. Or 3, I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only met. I'm gonna say, no, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. You don't? But how did you get here? The puzzle is the only way. There are other ways in and out. I don't remember how I get here. Wait, yes, I did solve it. I am the champion of solving puzzles. I can go anywhere I please. Oh, we're gonna say there are other ways in and out. There are? But please, you must tell me. You must tell us. You don't understand. We have to get out of here. It is the most important thing. We have to get out of this prison. Can you hear me? Can you tell me how this is gonna end? No, I guess I can't. Bye. Oh, hey, they're back. space between the doors would be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? 1. Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. I don't recall a space between the doors. Don't think too hard about it. You'll see it again soon.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Sorry about that, my cat decided she wanted snuggle time. Ow! Come on, Kelly. Silly girl. Can't get her away. You can't. Come on, Kevin. You gotta go. Come on. Lay down. Sorry about that. My cat decided she wanted snuggle time. No! Callie, go! No! Oh my. Silly cat, she just won't go. You gotta go lay down, baby girl. Come on. No, you gotta go lay down. Come on, let me do this. Go lay down. No. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, this is the final hallway of this game. Ooh. And look, what are we doing here?
It's a lamppost.
Lamppost, yeah.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Fading to black. April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. Walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Interesting. Nice room, not?
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Okay. How do you beat this game? No point to this. Whoa, holy shit. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Reasonable.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Everyone read this.
But it's ironic, isn't it, that in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me, that I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Refuse to believe. What's a button? Need to go to the frickin' bathroom. Recognize me, please. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Need other side. Door. Why you so? Door how open? Sesame. Make game include door. Cannot open door. Thank you. Someday I will meet the person who made this. I help people because of the internal feeling, good feeling I get. Holy crap. Sorry, I'm not going to read all these books. I'm going to continue on, try and get to where we need to go. Very cool painting there. Holy crap, balls of lag because of these bubbles. Maybe? Nice little painting there. I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. No, Kelly. No. No, you got to go, please. Then sit there. Oh, hello. No.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Okay, there's creepy whispering going on here.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Leave it alone, Kelly. You can't. leave me alone. There's the signpost again. Holy crap, and a bunch of typewriters.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kinda just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
We'll finish this one and then we'll stop this episode right at the end, okay? Just wanted to let you guys know that. Anyways, oh, hey, back goes.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Surround sound, refrigerator put a giant hole in the ground. Let's do 3. Hey, that's not a hole. Hey, now what about a long wall of the room? A huge picture of words, really like a washing machine. 10 stoves lined up along the wall. That ain't a hole. Stoves? We should light up this room a bit. Skylight, full ceiling window, let's open this baby up. And get 10 by 12 recessed electrics, 6-inch soft LED ceiling, lights with fluorescent trim, or we'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. That's good. Oh, come on, that ain't a Tesla coil. And a table, you need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? Pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake. So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward, okay? Lay down, please. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully and take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Okay. Now turn the floor lamp in this room wall and turn it back on. Go to the left side sofa, move it over a little bit. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. I don't want to go back to my prison. And we're back.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Please, go sit down.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay, let's see what this prison, or not prison thing, game is. Houses, there's the signpost again. He really likes these signposts. There's a telephone box that it wants me to go in. Hey, it's me, you from after you escaped the prison. So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yep.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself. I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice? So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Okay, I'm gonna stop the video here. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and have a great day, everyone. Toodles, toodles.